to campus. Hear what students think.
Plus, basketball players are entering the transfer portal. We have their next steps.
And a business class is turning students into CEOs.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at James Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Welcome to Breeze TV. I'm Abby Allard.
And I'm Olivia Williams.
Higher education and academic freedom matter deeply, not just to students, but to professors as well. I went to the protest on campus to speak with JMU professors about the importance of protecting academic freedom in the classroom. JMU professors, alongside members of the American Association of University Professors, protested the increasing restrictions on what educators are allowed to teach. They raised concerns about political overreach into higher education, including recent executive orders. Protesters made signs and designed t-shirts with the message, "Stronger Together."
Because we thought we wanted to increase activism on campus, and everybody seems to always be into shirts, and they're durable. So it's great advertising for us, and it's great for people to have a little bit of a message.
The president of JMU's AAUP chapter says he's already seeing the impact of political decisions on education. These impacts include funding cuts and pressure on institutions about what can be taught and what departments get support. He says education should remain a space for open dialogue.
Education is about exploring ideas. It's about considering the different ways that we understand life. And when we circumscribe that, it really means that education is indoctrination. It's not about learning.
Another concern raised at the protest was the growing gap in university spending. More spending is being granted to campus development and administrative costs, while less is distributed to faculty and academics.
Yeah, it's a lack of investment in instructional faculty, and it's an overinvestment. I mean, we invest a lot on this campus on a lot of things that are not academics related. We have to prioritize that we are an academic institution, and academics matters.
Members hope the protest raises awareness and unites faculty in defense of academic freedom.
The Young Americans for Freedom organization hosted its annual speaker this week. I attended the event to hear what he had to say about his support for Israel and his criticisms of ideologies.
YAF hosted Robert Spencer, a controversial author and blogger who spoke about the political situation in Gaza. Spencer argued that supporting Gaza is equivalent to supporting Hamas, the militant group that controls the region. He criticized the left for enabling Hamas through advocacy. After his speech, audience members participated in a Q&A. Student Sadie McLean publicly disagreed with Spencer.
I was scared to go up there, but I realized if I wasn't going to say it, no one was going to say that in that room. And I felt it had to be said, even if I looked silly. I believe that getting the word out is more important.
McLean wasn't alone. Many students, faculty, and alum took to social media to share their frustration about events like this being held on campus. They expressed how events like this can offend or target groups. Despite her disagreement with Spencer's message, McLean says she still supports open dialogue on campus.
If you actually believe what you believe and your ideas have merit, then hearing something that opposes you should not be threatening.
While the event sparked strong reactions on both sides, it also highlighted the complexity of free speech and disagreement in a university setting. The event sparked conversation about where to draw the line between open debate and hate speech. Young Americans for Freedom was unavailable for an interview.
JMU alumni senators spoke with students and faculty as part of the Common Good in the Commonwealth series. Breeze TV's Andrew Perkson takes a closer look at how the JMU community can reflect on this event.
JMU's Common Good in the Commonwealth series hosted Democratic Senator Scott Surreville and Republican Senator Ryan McDougall. The two JMU alumni spoke about topics from the current difficulties of journalism to the lasting impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. They discussed how students' mental health are the top priorities for universities in ensuring their well-being in a world controlled by social media.
The algorithm of social media is harmful in the long run, in that you are only reinforcing your ideas, you aren't being challenged, and that leads to people being unwilling to question their views and unwilling to make a choice or make a new decision or learn something new.
The series began in the fall of 2023 as a way to equalize differing viewpoints in the state of Virginia. Despite the senators' differing political parties, the two showed mutual respect and an understanding for each other's contrasting viewpoints.
Especially in the polarizing world that we live in, you have to separate the personal from the professional and get to the real meat of the conversation, because we all do share a common good, and being able to set the personal aside and really get into that meat of that conversation, I think is really important, and it's one thing that I really took away from this presentation today.
The senators and panelists emphasize more in-person communication opportunities for students. They hope JMU can continue hearing both sides of arguments for future debates.
I think it's because of that part-time work where they're able to split their time, public servant versus private citizen, and they're really able to get in touch with the citizens, in touch with their constituents, and be able to work amongst their fellow citizens.
And I think that those kinds of, as we call them, 21st century skills that students need are just so valuable in this day and age. And I am so proud to be at JMU, where we teach those skills to students from their first step onto the college campus.
Reporting from Wilson Hall for Breeze TV, I'm Andrew Perkson.
JMU honored the lives of faculty, staff, and students during the first annual Duke's Remembrance Day event held Thursday at Wilson Hall. The event paid tribute to 6 JMU students and Professor Christopher Kleinert. The event also recognized the members of the JMU family who are no longer with us. Student Body President Brielle LaCroix helped organize the event. She said it was the most important and meaningful event she's been a part of.
So terribly sad. This place is a big, close family, and to think about the loss that our community has endured and to think of all the people that they've left behind, it brings me to tears now thinking about it, and the event was wonderful today as well.
3 candles were lit to commemorate the lives lost, 1 for students, 1 for staff, and 1 for faculty. The Chamber Spring Ensemble opened and closed the event for the tribute.
May their memories continue to inspire us in all that we do. May you go in peace.
The event concluded at dusk with the Wilson Hall cupola lit gold to commemorate the lives lost.
JMU softball beat Southern Mississippi last night. Here's how the team is looking for tonight's game.
And stay tuned for our weekend sports preview.
And don't miss our JMU softball update live at Veterans Memorial Park.
It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
What do you love about Bojangles? You got a minute?
I would say their Cajun filet biscuit.
I love that they just made us breakfast.
I like it that the biscuits are always fresh.
Oh, and their potato rounds and dirty rice.
When you open up the paper and that aroma hits you.
Blueberry biscuits, seasoned fries, chicken supremes, Cajun pinto, sweet tea, mashed potatoes, roasted chicken bites.
Head to Bojangles for a Cajun filet biscuit. The best chicken sandwich is our Cajun filet biscuit. Bojangles, it's bow time.
The best car for the best price with the best payment plan. It's all waiting for you at Consumers Auto Warehouse in Stanton. Why not swing on by and let us show you how affordable a top quality used car is. Consumers Auto Warehouse, Richmond Avenue, Stanton.
This is Breeze TV.
Welcome to the Breeze TV Sports Desk. I'm Sam Reinard filling in for Ethan Dufresne. JMU softball is getting ready to face off against Southern Mississippi. Breeze TV's Jeff Ware is at the ballpark.
Thanks, Sam. I'm here at Bank of the James Field at Veterans Memorial Park. JMU softball earned a win here Thursday against Southern Mississippi. The game finished with a 12-4 score after 6 innings. The Golden Eagles took a 3-0 lead after the first inning, but the Dukes did not let the score affect them. The JMU comeback was led by Madison Edwards and Reed Butler. Both players hit a home run and combined for 8 RBIs. Peyton List pitched for 4 1/3 innings while only allowing 2 hits and 0 earned runs. JMU has turned its season around this month. After entering April on an 11-game losing streak, the Dukes have managed to win 9 of their last 10 games. This regular season record now only sits 1 game below 500. JMU will play its second game of their 3-game series against Southern Mississippi here at 5 p.m. That's all from me. back to Sam at the desk.
With the NCAA men's basketball season coming to a close, many players are deciding to enter the transfer portal to find new opportunities with new teams. JMU basketball has taken a big hit from players entering the portal, including multiple starters and major role players. The most notable of the transfers include redshirt sophomore Bryce Lindsey. The guard from Baltimore, Maryland, will be transferring to Villanova University after just one season with the Dukes. Lindsey was named both the Sun Belt Freshman of the Year and Sixth Man of the Year this past season. Other notable transfers were senior guard Xavier Brown and senior forward A.J. Smith. After 3 seasons with the Dukes, Brown will now be playing for the University of South Florida in Tampa. For Smith, he will now be playing for Bradley University in Illinois. We have lots of sports to look forward to this weekend. Breeze TV's Tommy Greganis has the breakdown.
Well, thanks, Sam. 2 JMU programs will be playing home games this weekend. JMU baseball plays App State in Game 2 of its 3-game series today. The Dukes had 4 errors and lost 9-4 on Thursday. One notable star for the Dukes was sophomore Kyle Langley, who went 2 for 5 at the plate with a run batted in. Today's game will be at 6 p.m. at App State, and the series finale will be on Saturday at 1 p.m. JMU softball plays Southern Miss on Saturday at home. That game will be the series finale and will be at 10 a.m. The Dukes will play for either a series win or a sweep of the series. JMU lacrosse plays South Florida for Senior Day on Saturday. The Dukes beat Liberty 17-6 on Wednesday. JMU junior Lauren Savage scored 4 goals on 4 shot attempts. One player to look out for is junior Maddie Epke. Epke has 173 draw controls this season, and her single-season record is 178. The regular season home finale is at noon on Saturday. That's all from me. Back to the desk.
A sound bathing workshop is coming to the Arboretum this spring.
And a music festival with a special cause comes to JMU this weekend.
And if you're worried for your next steps after graduation, the Career Center is here to help.
The best car for the best price with the best payment plan. It's all waiting for you at Consumers Auto Warehouse in Stanton. Why not swing on by and let us show you how affordable a top quality used car is. Consumers Auto Warehouse, Richmond Avenue, Stanton.
It's bow time. Introducing new Bojangles chicken wings. Try the boldly seasoned classic, sweet and smoky barbecue, or creamy buffalo for some heat. Head to Bojangles and order all 3 flavors for your next party. It's bow time.
A short drive from JMU, the Fashion Gallery is your one-stop shop for any occasion. Shop formal to casual styles in sizes 2 to 22. So be sure to visit us for some retail therapy at the Fashion Gallery.
It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
The one. The only. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
A collaborative music festival comes to campus this weekend. Breeze TV's Emmeline Chassie met with the festival's organizers that shared the deeper meaning this festival holds for Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
A variety of JMU music organizations have partnered up with the Students Against Sexual Violence organization to host this weekend's Dogpile Music Festival. SASV will be hosting a wellness panel and menstrual products drive for the New Direction organization, which is dedicated to helping survivors of sexual assault and human trafficking.
Our club members are volunteering to be panelists, to give on-campus resources, off-campus resources, how we like to de-stress, and then opening up the floor to the audience if they have any questions for their remaining time. And also, we are going to be having a menstrual and hygiene products drive.
The event organizers spent the semester preparing the festival to reach across campus, offering something for everyone.
You know, we have 3 music organizations as well, and then we also have Students Against Sexual Violence, who are awesome, and trying to make sure that everybody gets their representation in the event. Can be a little bit challenging, but it's just been a really cool process, and making sure that it's a campus wiping.
The organizers plan to give students an exciting experience with the live music.
Hoping to see as many people as possible coming out, having a great time. It's going to be really cool. Some amazing student bands playing and 2 headliners coming in.
Dogpile Music Festival takes place April 19th from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. with heavy music on the stage in Taylor Down Under and alternative music at Warner Commons. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Emmeline Chassie.
Students at JMU are celebrating National Poetry Month through workshops with the Furious Flower Poetry Center.
The Center for Multicultural Student Services collaborated with the Furious Flower Poetry Center for a poetry extravaganza. The event included poetry workshops with creative writing prompts and free writing. Students expressed what home feels like to them.
Poetry has this wonderful way of equipping people with a language they need to express their deepest feelings, Poetry is always able to capture this private history of human emotions in ways that make our lives fuller.
Furious Flower is the nation's first academic center for Black poetry. It has one of the largest poetry archives in the world.
If you walk around campus, you'll notice there aren't that many students of color here. And when we have spaces like this, it can be difficult to really articulate just what that feels like, and I think that's something that poetry gives you the power to do.
The event allowed people with similar backgrounds to get together and talk about what home and community feel like for them. They created poetry through several creative writing prompts. Furious Flower is holding more workshops on April 19th and May 3rd. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Isabel Lewis.
One class at JMU is showing how any student can become an entrepreneur. Breeze TV's Alexa Bonilla got some insight into the entrepreneur's mindset.
Where education meets entrepreneurship, JMU's Management 310 course turns students into CEOs. Students from all different majors can take Management 310, a course designed to teach business fundamentals.
They are encouraged to realize that entrepreneurship can be across all industries.
Students who take this course must be admitted into the entrepreneurship minor. Throughout the semester, strangers become business partners. Students are assigned random groups that they will design, sell, and market their own JMU merchandise with.
You can't learn how to be an entrepreneur by reading a book or watching other people do it or listening to TED Talks. Entrepreneurs, in order to learn it, you have to get your hands dirty. And so this is a real-world experiential learning course where the students actually become entrepreneurs for a semester.
Each group has various checkpoints to meet during their business venture. And where does the money go? Each group chooses a different nonprofit to donate their earnings to. At the end of the semester, students present their business plan to a panel of JMU alumni who have business backgrounds. The students who wow the alumni will win scholarships. Anyone can attend the event on May 6th in the College of Business. I'm Alexa Bonilla, reporting for Breeze TV.
This time of the year can be stressful and overwhelming for students. A class at the Arboretum can help ease some of those feelings. Local meditation instructor and sound healer Connie McGee is hosting a sound bathing series at the Francis Plecker Education Center. Participants are able to enjoy a combination of sounds such as the vibration of the gongs, Tibetan bowls, and different wave sound tools. Connie explained that sound healing alleviates stress and relaxes the body. She said she sees the most faces at her events around finals week.
Sound healing is the cleanest medicine that we have to work with because it affects every cell of the body, every organ, and it affects the brainwaves. And so it has the ability to deeply relax the system and to create harmony within your internal frequencies.
Connie has been practicing sound bathing for 13 years. While living in New York City, she was exposed to sound healing and decided to get trained in the art. She has gained a loyal clientele within the JMU and Harrisonburg community. This series will continue throughout May and June, and if you are interested in participating, visit the Arboretum's website to sign up.
Well, you might want to take a trip to downtown Main Street to see the new mural painted on the wall of Massanutten Regional Library. The mural was painted by Tyler Kaufman. He won the Massanutten Regional Library Big Read Mural Contest. The design was inspired by the library's vision statement to be the welcoming heart of our community where all come to learn, discover, create, and connect. Kaufman designed the mural with 4 diverse figures reading with images of a dragon, a boat, a city, and a gazelle to represent the imaginative atmosphere the library promotes.
It's that time of the year when many students are preparing for life after graduation. And here's what JMU is doing to help get its Dukes ready for the future.
The University Career Center is offering a variety of events, including resume workshops, mock interviews, and career assessments to help graduates discover which career paths suit them best. While many students have taken advantage of these workshops, the uncertainty of what comes next can still feel overwhelming.
I don't know exactly what I want to be right now, so I'm scared I'm just going to get out of JMU and then not find something that calls to me.
One workshop focused on using artificial intelligence for internship and career searches. Students were taught how AI can be a helpful tool in navigating job opportunities.
I think AI is really good and good resource for undergraduate students like today. A lot of students attended. They can find it very helpful understanding what career they should choose, what are the job field they can actually look for, and what are the skill set they should have to get into that position, and all this kind of basic questions answer.
The director of the University Career Center encourages students to stop by early in their academic journey. The office is located on the 3rd floor of the Student Success Center and is open to all students looking for guidance.
I think the one encouragement that I would offer is that there's always hiring at the entry level. And a lot of times when the economy isn't doing as well, when there's some kind of recession, a lot of times there's a lot of noise about people losing their jobs. And so sometimes those are the mid and upper level people. But when that becomes the primary noise about the job search, it can make students discouraged and they don't take any action on their jobs.
Wesley says on average that it takes about 6 to 9 months after graduation to secure a job. So don't give up.
Well, I realized it was a lot warmer on my way in today.
I definitely agree. Will we continue on with the warm weather for this weekend?
Yeah, I always joke about Harrisonburg having a heat wave, and for this weekend, it's finally true. So moving into tonight, we can see Harrisonburg having a high of 78 degrees, while other areas such as Stanton and Winchester will have the exact same. Other areas such as Luray and Lexington will reach as high as 80 degrees and above. Only gets hotter from there, as tomorrow the Virginia area will be mid to high 80s, with areas such as Franklin and Broadway each reaching highs of 84 degrees, while Petersburg will reach a high of 86 degrees. So you know what that means. Perfect weather for playing spike ball. For me, that means perfect weather to wipe out too during spike ball. Moving into Sunday, things will only cool down from there, as most of the area will be high 70s, with Moorfield having a high of 75 degrees, and other areas such as Wintergreen and Harrisonburg having highs of 77 degrees each. So don't need to worry about those umbrellas. Just bring lots of sunscreen if you're planning to go out this weekend. That's all I have here. Abby and Olivia, back to you guys.
Thanks, Perky. Well, we hope you all enjoy the warm weather for this weekend.
Yes, and we will be here next week, same time.